Hello, everyone, and welcome to an impromptu, very impromptu, highly impromptu episode that we had a little bit scuffed beginning on. We're redoing it. Clayton looks a little ashamed, I think.
I'm not ashamed. I'm just.
Anyways.
I'm never ashamed. What are you talking about? Shame? What is that?
No, that's fair. But, well, you know, earlier in the Eventide, me and Clayton were discussing things as our wont, and, you know, we talk. And then...
How dare we?
Yeah. And I brought up the idea of anime 3x3s, which you don't know are like 3x3 collages of, you know, they can be of animes or they can be of games or movies or whatever. You know, it's
in
like,
our case, anime/manga.
Yeah, it's an aesthetic way of highlighting your favorite things. So I showed Clayton some examples and I decided, hey, let's make one real quick for the channel.
Taylor wanted to see where exactly my mind lied on things.
So we've kind of prepped it a bit, and then yeah, we'll be good to go. So let's start. I'm the DJ here, as it were. We tried to do this. This makes it a little bit easier. So there's
the first one is Negama.
Yep.
And I will try to be more succinct than before. You say I was succinct when I first tried this video.
You were very succinct.
Anyways,
please be.
We'll say quickly too is that it's not Negama Interrobang, which is it would be an interesting name for a Japanese band, I think.
Yeah, it would.
But going from that, there is a Negama with the question mark or whatever that interrobang.
Yes.
For those that don't know, is an exclamation point and a question mark.
Yeah. Interrogation bang.
That sounds like some sort of sex show.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, isn't that one? It's the original.
Yes.
Which is more the manga for me than it is the anime. The anime kind of got a little cut up. It's one of those ones where they couldn't really get the funding to put out a full thing for it. So, but it basically starts off with frigging. It looks like a fucking, what's the word I'm looking for?
Harem?
Harem, thank you.
Yes.
Harem anime, and this is one guy and like a whole classroom of girls. And it was like, okay, harem anime, I'll admit, I'll watch them. I don't mind them.
Clayton has bad taste, we know this.
Or good taste, depending on who's out there. Anyways, the fact is that it goes from that, and halfway through the series, it turns into a fucking action-adventure manga set in a magical world. And it's just top-tier shit where the story ramps up. It gets more serious fucking story undertones and shit like that. So it's just like, I did not see this coming from the get-go. Like, you remember when I showed you the first episode?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is
I showed him the anime things. It's like the first episode is like, oh, this is like a light, fluffy fucking teacher of a whole school of girls.
Oh, this looks generic and awful.
Exactly. And then I showed him, because Negama has what's called Anime Final. It was a movie made to just basically show the last few bits of the actual manga. And I showed him that, which is literally like this ultra-serious thing. And you're just like, what the fuck?
It was pretty great.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's, Negama's #1 rank for me.
Alrighty.
Next up. Oh, hey, look at that. It works. But you need to go to, because it's used to uploading videos.
What?
No, oh, yeah.
There was number 2.
Number 2
Overlord.
Was Overlord. And still is.
And was and will remain for some time, presumably, Overlord.
Yes. Overlord is just a really fucking good... okay, like, isekai has been overdone. I love isekai.
Yes, it is.
I really love isekai, and I watch ones that he won't even go near.
That's the
but even I know isekai is overdone.
It's the
they saw that it got it.
It's the superhero film of the anime community.
What it is basically that they saw there was something to jump on there. It was getting popular, so everybody made one. And I still like a bunch of them. That's just kind of been a niche for me.
There's some good.
But Overlord itself has had it started off as this poor guy just sitting around moping the fact that he couldn't spend time in one of those dive MMOs with his friends and stuff like that, and he was just hanging around as his super powerful character at the end, and just like, okay, I'm staying here until the end, kind of thing. Wakes up and he's just in the world, not the world because it's actually slightly different, but he has his overpoweredness and all the NPCs and stuff like that, which of course now have personalities, so on and so forth. I won't go further into it, but it's just. What starts off is basically because you can hear him in the back of his mind. He's there, but his overlord self, which is the skelly guy there, is basically like is not allowed to have emotions. But in his mind, he still freaks out about shit. But over the course of the series, he's slowly not doing his background monologue as much.
Yeah, I remember. It just sort of disappeared. Like
he does it every now and then, but he's slowly just becoming Ainzul Gon, which is the name of the...
Which is a very stupid name. I'm just going to say it.
To be fair, his name was Momonga.
Yes.
Ainzul Gon is the name of the guild.
I like Momonga as a name. It sounds stupid, but it's more interesting than Ainzul Gon.
But yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's definitely a number 2 for me, and I am psyched about the new series, new season coming out.
Apparently later this year.
In fall.
Indeed.
Number 3.
One Piece.
One Piece. What can be said about One Piece that hasn't been said a million times before?
I like the One Piece rap. That hasn't been said a million times before, I'll guarantee you that.
Oh, you mean the original opening in English for 4Kids?
I like it. I'm just gonna say it. I like it. I don't even like One Piece, and I like the rap in an ironic way.
Okay, I'm gonna say this much.
Okay.
One Piece, and I've actually shown you a few of them. One Piece has beautiful fucking open music.
Oh yeah.
For a lot of them. But that fucking rap is a fucking earworm. And yes, even I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
It's trying to be in my head right fucking now. But it is a show that's still fucking ongoing. I am not even close to finishing it yet because it just keeps going. I'm trying, but that doesn't work. But I will keep watching it.
You'll probably never stop.
It's the essence of adventure. That's my thing. Is I see One Piece carries itself as the essence of adventure. It will stop because the fucking mangaka will die someday.
No, it's like the creator of Dwarf
fucking
Fortress.
Oda, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like the creator of Dwarf Fortress. They're gonna crowdfund him a robotic body.
I'm in. I'm good.
I knew you would.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. One Piece. It's awesome. I like it. Move on.
It's the greatest selling anime of all time, manga as well.
Is it actually?
Oh yeah, no, it is the.
So I'm not alone in this.
No, it is the most popular anime of all time. Number 4.
Okay, Vandred. This is one I don't think a lot of people would know, actually.
No, I don't think it's super popular these days.
No, I don't even know how popular it was back then either.
No,
so.
true enough.
But Vandred is. How the hell do you put it? It does have mecha bits to it, but mecha isn't the main bit. It's more just an adventure through space kind of thing, and there's like story of the story follows on the fact that men and women literally at one point in history divided into 2 separate cultures. Women were there, hated men, that men were dumb and evil and stuff, and of course men did the same thing. Women are evil, Amazon kind of things that would eat your liver.
If only.
I think that was actually a thing though. Is like they had depictions of women eating liver, like hieroglyphs or something like that.
Hieroglyphs.
I don't fucking know. But it comes together as a really good story actually, and really kind of fucked up because they do travel around like the universe, galaxy, whatever, and they come across remnants of other humans and stuff, and how they've really come together well or badly and shit like that. So there's one that worships the spiral code, as it's called.
Oh, they really like Gurren Lagann?
The spinal cord. No, the spiral code. When you say spiral code, would you think spinal cord or fucking DNA?
I would think DNA.
No, I mean spinal cord.
Okay.
I didn't get it either. It was just like, oh, okay, spiral code. That's DNA. No, spinal cord. Okay, fuck.
Spiral code. I
because what was happening is in that one quickly, they were being harvested. They were basically being harvested by an alien race for their spinal cords.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it was weird. That's some weird shit. Harvesting the spinal cords. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
But that's Vandred. Highly recommend.
Alrighty, number 5, Bleach.
What can be said about Bleach? Probably one of the most.
The musicals are really good.
The music's really good too.
The music in general, yeah, is really fucking good. This is like the one on this list that I will 110% agree with you on. That I really love Bleach.
Maybe not always for the same reasons.
No, God, no.
But the thing is that Bleach is, I think, alongside fucking what's the word I'm looking for? What's the name? Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z is one of the most shonen of shonen anime.
Oh, it is very. I would say Dragon Ball is the.
Dragon Ball is the original.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say well, maybe not the original, but you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, it's the archetype.
It's the archetype, and manga. Bleach is right after it.
I would say One Piece is more of the Shonen Jump archetype after Dragon Ball Z, but I can understand your argument.
I can see DBZ, One Piece, and then Bleach. I can see it fine like that, but they all have that same thing. Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, like, what else is there to say? It's Bleach. It's been around for a long while. They're gonna be sooner or later coming out with a finisher to it. I'm fucking ready.
Get high, bonkais.
I'm rock hard. Anyways, move on.
Hopefully they'll do another musical. That's my only hope.
For fuck's sake.
What was number 6? What was
fuck, what was number 6? Shit.
I do believe it was this one. Of course we don't remember what order these were in.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that one.
Sure.
The last 4, I kind of had to really hem and haw to figure out what the fuck ones I was going to choose. And so it doesn't really matter a huge amount what order they're in because they're just good. And Cowboy Bebop, this is a fucking anime that you get people into watching anime with.
Oh, yeah,
This is the
it's
most.
in that list. It's like the
This
list
is,
where it's like, where do you start watching
It's the
anime?
most normie anime there is. I'm gonna say it.
Ooh, I would say Attack on Titan.
Well, okay, it was the original normie
Okay,
anime.
in the day,
Attack
absolutely.
on Titan's new.
Yes.
Comparatively.
New in terms of normie anime, it's like One Piece, Attack on Titan these days.
Yeah.
Demon
One
Slayer.
Piece, I don't know if I'd call it normie. It's too. That thing's fucking deep. It's hard to get into.
I think because of the length. I see.
Yeah.
That. Back in the day, maybe.
But I mean, it's a fairly short series. It's got really good fucking. It's a really good fucking show. You didn't get much into it, but yeah.
I wasn't really a fan.
Some people like things, some people don't.
Some people like things, some don't.
Some like them and some don't. Hans, the next picture, please. The next picture was what the hell is it?
It was I do believe it was Gurren Lagann.
Was it Gurren Lagann?
It was.
Right, because Digimon was second to last. I think is what I did say.
Spoilers.
What? I didn't say anything.
Whatever.
Fuck off. Anyways. Gurren Lagann, what can I say? Manliness exploding into full power.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
all
very
it really
phallic
is.
anime.
Very much so, but it is also the most hype fucking anime you will ever watch.
It might be. It might
It's
be.
just because it is all about energy and get you going and yeah, everything. It's testosterone.
It is. It's extremely testosterone.
There's women
It's
and
high
scantily clad women. There's muscular men. There's badass action. There's mechs. There is the end of the world and beginning of universes. The fuckers through universes with the big bad enemy at the end. No spoilers.
This might be the predator of anime, as the most testosterone-driven thing ever.
I can see that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just fucking watch it. Just do it. The next
Digimon.
one. Now the next one. This is probably a tad offbeat from the rest of them.
Yeah, it's a little. Just a little.
Digimon, and technically it's Digimon 02 or whatever it is, or Digimon Adventure 2. It's the second season, because the original season was Tai and the rest of them going into the first adventure, but this is the one that came right after it, properly, like it's actually canon. That they don't even have the original crew are in, they show up in this one. But it's just something that I watched for. This is actually saying that's how old the show actually probably is, actually, because I watched it for Saturday morning cartoons. And I actually watched the entire series. Yes, fuck off. But yeah, I know I fucking and the odd thing, and I said this to you, is that I actually caught pretty much 99% of all the episodes just watching them on fucking Saturday morning. So yeah, Digimon is just it's good fluff.
Alrighty.
And the finishing one. I had no choices.
The Adventures of Boruto's dad's son.
Burrito.
The Adventures of Boruto's dad.
Burrito's dad as a child. But anyways, the fact is that it's Naruto. I was trying to see if there's anything else because I started watching Naruto, and I'm showing here. This is the young Naruto.
Yes. This is
Shippuden is good. Shippuden is quite good. But the one I remember the best was the original Naruto because that's where I started. I went through this. So of course it's just it's another one up there with Bleach, and those is just a really good shonen action kind of thing. So I'll tell you this much: the fillers are. You know how bad the fillers are in some things.
Yeah.
The fillers are kind of bad in Naruto. Okay, let me put this out there.
Okay.
There is a filler where Naruto, one of the girl characters, has to go on a mission.
Okay.
It's what the hell is it? It's like a peaceful mission. They have to like talk to people.
Okay.
Of course, you wouldn't think Naruto's very good at that because he isn't.
Okay.
The fucker needs to take a piss halfway through. He springs a leak and starts running everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My mind is
He doesn't
blown.
spring a leak. He just has to piss, and that just happens.
It just goes.
It is an episode. It was by far the worst episode of Naruto that exists.
I'm kind of in
It's
shock.
so-
I'm
yeah.
kind of in shock,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now.
Now I need to suppress that again.
All right, now it's time to create your image, Clayton.
Let's have a look.
Indeed. Look at that. That looks very good, actually.
Oh yeah, there is a heavy shonen influence to this.
Extremely.
I mean, this is my taste pattern.
I just like to point out most of this is like early 2000s shonen. This is except for like Overlord and
Which
guess
is newer.
and kind of Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann's a
Ish.
little bit later.
This could pass for like a 2004 fucking image. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the good times, man, when I was 6 years old.
You were a fetus.
I was. Anyways, now if we can open up Discord and I can show people mine that I made
Oh, okay.
a while ago. Just might as well cap it off and I can show mine.
Close Discord, so I'll have. Well, I mean, I minimized it, so. So.
Scroll to the bottom. Open.
Is it okay to be having because we have all these
Well, I
things
mean,
here?
just
Do you
open.
want me to just save the picture?
Open original.
Oh, open original.
And that just takes it.
There we go. Oh, it's probably gonna try to open fucking Opera. Okay, hold up.
This is fine. Opera's being a piece of shit. There's a reason we didn't use it the first time. There we go.
There.
Okay.
So, do you want to explain yourself?
Yes, I suppose I will.
Please take the helm, sir.
Starting at number 1, we got Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. This is a fairly
There's nothing about that looks like anything. Like, it's just such a vacant scene.
Because there's Kafka on the left and there's Zetsubou on the right.
Oh, they're like puppets or something like that.
It's one of their weird art style sort of things. I wish it was more central, but this is like my favorite.
That's
like,
where
chapter.
it cut it off, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's like one of my favorite scenes from the anime and the manga. And yeah, it's the funniest fucking show. It is so weird and offbeat, and it's so dark and strange, and I absolutely love it.
I've been watching a bunch of it, and it's like, yeah, I can.
We did sort of an anime trade-off. I watched Negima.
We need to get back into that, by the way.
Yes.
And that means that since we finished Negama,
Ueki.
that means we're watching Law of Ueki.
This is gonna be exciting. All right, so here we go.
Continuing to watch it.
Specifically, this is the disappearance of Haruhi, but it sort of stands in for the whole.
Haruhi in general, yeah.
Yeah. Disappearance is possibly
That's
the best.
the movie, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly the best anime movie ever. This is a I don't know. This is
I liked it. It was really good.
I fucking love Haruhi. It is absolutely amazing. It's
okay, I'm
every
gonna admit,
genre under the sun.
I'm gonna admit that Haruhi confused me quite a bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. The first time I watched it, it confused me a fair amount. I picked it up better the second time through when I watched it, like, under your things there.
Okay.
And the movie especially helped fill in some blanks too.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And then we got Spice and Wolf here. This is the show that actually got me into anime. And I still love it. It's romantic comedy meets medieval economics, which is the perfect interjunction for autistic weirdos like myself.
I just thought of something I could have put on mine.
What? I'm curious.
No, continue yours.
Okay. And then here we got Evangelion as resident sex weirdo.
Fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion. You and that fucking show.
I love Evangelion. It contains many of my favorite characters. It has
That's fair.
My favorite fucking anime character, Misato Katsuragi, is from the goddamn show. It is kind of a show that's also a little bit of everything, but it's mostly just fucked up and psychological.
Get in the Eva, Shinji.
Yes.
Anyway,
here on a completely wildly different note is Eurocamp, which means laid back camp, and it's just about a young high school girl learning to camp with others. She's a solo camper. She doesn't like going out with other people. She meets a girl, and they go out camping together with other people. It's a character story. It's super relaxing. I nearly fell asleep watching the show in a good way. I was so relaxed. I was like cuddled up in a blanket on my computer chair, and I was like, I almost fell asleep. It was great. It's amazing. It's like all these shows I'd say are 10 out of 10s for me.
Fair enough.
And then Kill La Kill. This is a scene from the OVA, actually. I don't even like the OVA that much.
Actually. Just
Actually.
the way you put it, actually.
The OVA is new. Because the anime itself, Clayton hasn't even fucking finished Kill La Kill.
I haven't. It's such a good show so far that I've watched, but it's one of those ones. It's something about it. I get myself deep into it, and then I get distracted, and it's just like, okay, I need to take a break and go off somewhere else.
For me, it's one of those shows that I can rewatch again and again. I need to do another rewatch soon because it is just so much fun. I
promised myself I will not start from the beginning again. I cannot allow myself to start from the beginning because that's how I fuck myself over every time.
And one of my again another favorite character, fucking Satsuki.
Yeah.
Absolute best girl. This is undeniable. Anyways, now we got to fucking Sailor Moon.
Absolute dumbest girl.
I love Usagi. She is such a fucking sweetheart. And this is also another controversial opinion, I think, but I kind of hate the manga. Here's the thing about the manga. The original manga is like, it's fucking Evangelion levels of dark at times. It gets really serious.
Isn't it like Sailor Galaxy or something like that?
Yeah,
at the end of
that shows up later in the season.
Yeah, but apparently she's different. Galaxy is different in the show than she is from the fucking manga. So.
All the characters are...
I only know this because of Death Battle. Because they actually go into depth about Galaxia. She went up against Beerus from DBZ. So.
But anyways, I fucking love it. Sailor Moon is such a relentlessly comfy show. For me, that like it's just like it's so relaxing and it's so fun.
I mean, if you look at that picture there, you would think it would just be some sort of chill show and stuff like that, not fucking shoujo action.
Shoujo comedy action. Though to be fair, the series leans towards more shonen, but the manga is pure shoujo, which explains why it's wildly fucked up. Shoujo like that. Angel Beats.
Nobody knows these characters. They're not the important ones. There's also only one character that's important. I'm just saying it.
He keeps doing this. Fucking Angel Beats is one of the few shows for me that
It's another one I need to finish.
That manages to feel like to capture some of the same vibes as the original Haruhi series, where it's the fun club action, comedy, science fiction, romance. It's like
the difference being is that in Haruhi, it actually acts like they're actually in school. In the Angel Beats, they're not fucking. They're in a school.
Yes,
but they are not in school.
To be fair, they're in the afterlife in that.
Exactly.
So. It's also one of the most saddest, heartbreaking endings.
I'm sure.
In a way. And then on another completely wildly different note is Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, one of the funniest fucking shows.
It looks very calm and introspective in this part here.
Well, this is
somewhat romantic.
This is a scene. The main girl is about to confess her love to the main character here, and she says I like you, and then of course it's in the middle of fireworks, and he leans in and he says I like fireworks too. It's a misunderstandings for the sake of comedy. It is so fucking funny.
I've thought of another one I could have put on my list now. Of course, going through this shit and doing it already.
We should have done mine first.
Nah, that's fine.
Oh well. So let's take a look at yours. Is heavy shonen?
I'm seeing a lot of brighter colors too.
Yeah. But to be fair, you did posters. I did like screenshots from the anime.
It was easier to find posters and pictures.
I went for like deliberately sort of darker.
If I'd gone for looking things like this, we would have been here all night.
Oh yeah. No, I can spend hours doing these because it's just sort of fun. Yeah, you have like early 2000s shonen, late 2000s shonen isekai, mid 2000s shonen action. I got like shonen comedy, shonen everything.
Is Haruhi considered shonen?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's fucking light novel. And, I mean, I think the mangas are published in like shonen publications. Most of this shit I like is shonen as well, but it's just for weird people. For weird teenage boys. I think Spice and Wolf might be considered like seinen.
Probably, yeah.
I think Eurocamp too.
Should we describe for the people out there what these mean?
I suppose so. But there's
I can describe two of them. Shoujo is obviously girls. Shonen is boy.
Yeah, it's not really like a genre term. It's like a marketing term.
Yeah, it's a marketing term.
Because you have manga, the magazine, they're published in magazines.
Yeah.
And they're like for different, like Shonen Jump is for like young boys. And
it's one of the most well known, I think.
It's hugely
boys magazine.
Oh yeah,
magazines,
super popular. And then Shoujo, yeah, it's for girls, and then for like older men, for like late teens to like early to mid 20s.
Our age, probably.
Yeah,
Our
more
age,
is
seinen.
Yeah, seinen. And then josei for women about the same age.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Though it can sometimes trend older. I mean, because it ultimately doesn't matter. Because in Japan, there's so many stories I hear about salarymen going into the combini on their lunch break to pick up the latest episode of Shonen Jump. Because they've been reading a lot of these shit since they've been children,
kids,
and they just keep reading
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anybody who thinks that they can stop having fun with the more childish stuff is bullshit. Enjoy yourself.
If it's still good, it's still
exactly.
Good. Exactly. But anyways, very, very, very different. Is like comedies.
Some of them, I'm betting, are going through One Piece and just hoping that one day it'll end so they can stop it.
Yeah, they just want it to be over. Oda Sensei, I've been doing this for 35 years. Anyways, I hope that gave everyone a little sort of taste of what we're like in terms of our tastes.
Some insight into our madness, as it were.
Indeed.
Our weebish madness, anyways.
Very weeby.
Alrighty, well.
Flippity gibbet.
Alright.
That's about all.